Look at it. Behold. Oh, I'm so big. Hold on. There we go. I'll just move into the corner a little bit more. Fox is being awesome as a mod. I'm just skating by. RJ, you... Let me just... I'm sorry, but whose name is this? What do you... The fuck do you mean skating by? Are we gonna riz Oona? Always. Everyone riz me. Anyone clip that one? Wait, which one? I'm so big? Do you know it, Aldous? Oh, fuck me. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I just gotta reach up a little bit. Thank you for the head pat. Oh, maybe I should... I'm gonna move me down, and then I'm gonna move the head pats down a little bit too. I need to set it up in VTube Studio properly. But I didn't. That's the short answer. I just didn't. There we go. Head pats should be at the right place now. Pretty colors. I know. Yes, and thank you for the shout out for Kohi. So Kohi is programmer for the game, and she did the UI and all of the visual effects. Bonk, thank you for the bonk. An incredibly talented individual, and I'm very honored to have worked with her. Kohi, I don't know that weed. That's literally the comment you wrote in the document. Such a short amount of time. Literally, like I said, technically a month, but practically 2 weeks. Oh, for good. I keep forgetting to... Nice scritches? Mm-hmm. Important. Thank you for the head pat. This already looks so cool. I'm glad you like it. Don't crunch your artist, Fox. I know, I apologize profusely, and 6 hours of work. I'm sure it was more than that. At least just for the time that we spent hanging around in VC, saying we were going to work, and then me just talking to people instead. I know, Fox. Blame Astarian, honestly. Actually, I just want to quickly show... Thank you for the beauty! Imagine bullying your editors. I know. I'll be more organized next time, sir. We forgot to give credit to your omelette. True. True, my omelette really carried me through the dev process. I'm just going to quickly show credits and then we're going to start game. But we have me, project lead, narrative designer and writer. Programmer in UI and visual effects with Kohi. The artist behind the character sprite for me, who you will see in a moment, was Summer Origins, aka Akka, who... oh, sorry, I was just reading chat, got distracted. But she also did the art for Candied Hearts, the other game that I'm working on. And did all of the new like branding stuff for Sweet and Spicy, the website that I run. Amazing artist. Love working with her every time. And also, sorry Fox, but I may have only asked her to do the character sprite like 2 weeks out from the due date, and she didn't get her laptop fixed for like another week after that. So she did the whole like, all of the expressions and everything in like a few days. I'm sorry, Fox. This migraine is kicking my ass, so I'm going to be here, but not that most active. Much love, Oona. No worries, Nelly. Migraines absolutely suck. Please take care of yourself. Drink water and rest. And I seriously appreciate all of your support. Artist abuser, I'm so sorry. I can change. No, don't go. Don't go. I'll do better. RJ also did some last minute editing for me because I was panicking and was like, please, what if there are typos? I also like sourced some other art and all music and stuff from other places, so they're all listed here if you're interested. And I also wanted to say thank you to Matt, Christy, Anna, and Bellos for all of their support during the process, whether it was me spamming them with messages, being like, please help, I have left this to the last minute and now I'm panicking, or does this sound good, or am I actually a bad writer and I should never write anything ever again? Or just like spamming ideas at them while I was trying to figure out what the fuck I was trying to write in the first place. Yes, you went through and you edited like the first scene for me and gave me some feedback, and there was definitely a time where I messaged you and I was like, Anna, should I just not do this at all? And you were like, no, it's okay, it sounds good, I promise. And I was like, thank you. That was all I needed. Bellos, what are you talking about? I've talked to you like constantly about this for 2 weeks straight. Not Bellos. No, everyone listed there. And Christy as well for editing and moral support, and for buying the background art, actually. She very kindly gave me the funds for that. ADHD life, procrastinate until panic sets in, do work and cry. Exactly, that's exactly what happened. It's enough for everyone. And Matt, one of my IRL friends, who very kindly donated some funds, which I then used to pay Kohi and Akka and RJ. I paid everybody. See, it's okay that I left it to the last minute and made them crunch because I paid them. That's how it works, right? I'm kidding. That's not how it works. I'll behave. I'll be better next time. You only have 10 more minutes? Alright. Let me finish with the credits. But thank you to everybody. There were other people who helped as well, who I did not list, but I love everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so fucking excited to show this to people. Can I see title screen? Here's the title screen. Is this showing up I think it's too zoomed in. Hold on. Let me just resize this a smidge-rooney. There we go. Is the music doubling up? It sounds like it might be. I think that's my fault. Alright, start. Alright. Oh, yes, there is a small scene in later on where there is a little bit of flashy imagery. I will let you know when it happens as well. It's not too flashy, but just in case. Give me that epilepsy. Make me seize, Fox, please. So yeah, play in a well-lit room. Do not play if you're drowsy or fatigued. And if you have a history of epilepsy, please be careful. Wait, oh, I just got so excited all over again because it's real. Holy shit, the game. I'm covering up the name, but the color of the text box will change depending on who's speaking. I forgot to read the fucking line. This is going off to a good start. Alright, let me just take a sip of water because I don't think I've even breathed since I started. Why don't you, Tiny, move up a bit? You mean like that? Breathe?
Breathe.
Breathe? Alright, thanks Russell and Wilk. You want me to be bigger? I don't want to cover up too much of it. Like here? Is it weird that I'm just kind of like standing? I thought it was like, you know, now I'm kind of like, I'm sitting down with you guys. Now I'm just chilling. More. I see. I understand. I see. You just want more thighs. Stop it. Stop it. You'll make me all embarrassed. I can't believe I have fucking facial expressions. Ethereal standing desk. Alright, bet. You're flying? Okay. Floaty fairy? True, I forgot. I have wings! I can fly! Alright. Once upon a time, in the thin place between this world, the realm of humans, and the other world, there lived a fae spirit. It's me. Spoiler alert. The other world was filled with such spirits, and they'd been given many names over the ages. The good people, the she, fairies, some had even called them demons. You're too quick. But this demon, you can call them Oona. Spoilers. Fox, what are you saying? Good afternoon. Hello, Ehor. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, look at my character sprite. It just appeared. Aren't I cute? So this was designed by Summer Origins, aka Akka. It's me! In a visual novel. The protagonist, even. I made myself the protagonist I wanted to be, for real. Your name is Eric. Welcome in, Eric. My name is Oona. This is my VTuber debut. I have a whole model now, which is why I'm like incoherently excited. What about moving to the other side of the screen? I cannot, because on the other side is where the character sprite will show up when it moves down next to the text box. You love my icon? Ah, thank you. Oh, you mean like my profile picture on Twitch? Yandaruna? I am a fairy. I am a fairy. This is my origin story, actually. I made this visual novel to explain my backstory. Hang from the ceiling? No! Yandaruna? This is Yandaruna. This is Yandaruna. But we're not in Yandere hours right now, not yet. Wait for it, we'll see. It'll happen. Programmer, protagonist, it tracks. Oh no, I'm not a programmer. Oh god, no. I looked at what Cookie was doing and was like, dear god, no. No. I wrote and did the like narrative design. So I like wrote the script and put in like cues for visual effects and stuff, and then Kohi made it. Kohi used magic to make it real. Oh, pro gamer! Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'm a writer. I'm a writer for real. I love reading. Did I mention how much I love how literate I am? You're a fairy too? No way. Well, nice to meet you. You're a writer. You are a writer, RJ. I don't think I can claim that title anymore. Oh, you mean in the you write code? I don't know. Why would you do that to yourself? I'm not that level of masochist. Not yet. We'll see. Maybe I'll evolve one day. Always the same dreams over and over again. You write poetry? Dude, I fucking love poetry. Rats, who popped up earlier, also writes poetry. And we have a Nully, are you in my server? We have a poetry and prose channel in there, so if you write poetry and you want to share it with people, 100% do it, because we got a little poetry group going on. You write shitposts, that counts as writing, folks. It's valid. It's very valid of you. The poetry of the internet, exactly. The poetry of memes, even. It's nice to meet you too. I'm happy you're here. You write in chat, also valid. I'm in there, I'll share. Fuck yeah, do it. I'm actually thinking of learning poetry. I've never really tried it before, but I want to give it a go. We also have a channel for shitposts, indeed. Terry Owl! Oh my god, hi! Hello! The OG, how are you? So Terry Owl has been with me from like the very beginning, back when I was just writing on Sweet and Spicy and I like didn't really do anything else. Before all of this, before streaming even, if you can believe it. Absolute the coolest? I know. I'm here since you started streaming now. Go you, oh, Terry. I'm so happy you could make it. I didn't see you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so overwhelmed at the start. You're right. You're considering writing a story about me as a fairy? Do it. That's what I've done for this visual novel. It's been an hour. For real? Oh god damn! It has been. Oh, you have to head out now. No worries, Vika. Thank you so much for hanging out. Just 52 minutes. Okay, not quite now yet. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Vika, thank you so much as well for all of your support. Vika is also an OG friend. Vika is one half of Otome Shimai with her sister Vicky, and they've also been with me from, I think they started their podcast like a month after I started my website, and we met through the Otome Games subreddit when we were both like in the self-promo thingy, and like been friends ever since. Also an amazing person. So I really appreciate you being here. Well, I mean, appreciate you being here, but also like, please go do whatever you have to go do. Not like, I really appreciate you being here, but like, wow, I can't believe you'd leave. Imagine. I know it'd be amazing because it's Oona. Stop. Let me do. Oh look, this one's having a nightmare. I wonder what it could be. Perhaps they're facing their deepest, darkest insecurities, or reliving some terrifying memory? Nope, they've just shown up to school naked, again. Like I haven't seen that 1,000 times before. Oona, so when the text box is white, you can't see because of my butt, but when the text box is white, it's narrator. When it's purple, it's me, and when it's blue, it's a different character who hasn't come up yet. Oona had passed the eons, wandering the dreams of humans, merely an observer, watching fleeting lives pass through their slumbering imaginations. But this fickle fairy was no longer amused by what had once been their sole distraction from the monotony of eternity. You can't see because of my butt. I know, I'm sorry. It's too big. Back when Oona first started, they completely ignored me. Stop, RJ! I feel so much emotional, psychological pain when you tell me that. No, it wasn't. I didn't see. We've already established I have like giga ADHD. I probably just looked at like 2 posts in the self-promotion thread and then got distracted. It's tiny, true, but it's like in exactly the right spot. I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting on the names. Those shorts, I know. Aren't they amazing? It's a fairy butt. It is a fairy butt. How else did he never date you? No fucking way. And then you end up married? What are the chances? No way. Ugh, really? This one's just sitting in a park, petting a dog. It's sweet, but... Okay, never mind. That's a cute fucking dog. Aw, I wish I could pet it too. I bet it's so fluffy. But no, I'll be good. I'll just watch from a distance, as always. Wouldn't want to make Her Majesty mad again. Wait, what? Waking up so soon? But I just got here. No, puppy, don't go. I don't even know your name yet. Look at that fucking transition, Cocky, you're a genius. Oh man, there it goes. I was just getting into it too. Sorry, I'm getting so excited and ruining the mood. It's meant to be like sad. But I'm like, look how fucking cool it is. Night night, puppy. I know, puppy had to wake up. Sag. If only I could have made them sleep for longer. If only. Ooh. But no matter, I'll just find another dream to watch. There's got to be something interesting around here somewhere. Oona energy is Oona energy. Thank you. I did a little curtsy. Thank you. For an ageless being with near limitless power, there was but one rule. Never involve yourself with the lives of mortals. And for countless years, Oona had upheld this rule, always watching, flitting from one dream to the next, but never lingering and never interfering. Until, that is, they met her. We don't talk about her. Which one should I choose? I wander amidst the crystalline pools, glancing from one to the next, mindlessly, endlessly searching for my next source of entertainment. No, not that one. Not that one either. I pass several mundane options that failed to capture my attention, before I spot a glittering swirl from the corner of my eye, the telltale sign of a new dream pool beginning to take shape. Oh, what's this? Without thinking, I flutter over and lean in for a closer look, observing curiously as a kaleidoscope of colours weaves itself together before my eyes. Everyone should quit your jobs. I enjoyed my emo server. I'm all too familiar with this process by now, yet every time I find myself hoping for something new and exciting, something that might bring back the spark that I'd come to miss. Okay, boss, no, not you, RJ. Everyone except RJ. RJ, you can't quit. No bad news. You have to keep working for me, please. Not you quitting. Please, I need you. RJ. You can't leave me. Please, don't be another... Please don't be another one about flying. Please don't be another one about flying. I'm so over those. You're so pretty, Kai! Hello! Welcome in! And thank you. Aren't I so pretty? I'm so cute. With bated breath, I watch as the myriad streams of mana coalesce to form a more coherent vision. Feeling when you have multiple bosses, you have to quit all of them, Kohi. Anna! Thank you for the heady pats. Heady pats? Head patties. Kai, I wrote this. I don't know if you know. I can't remember if I told you. But this visual novel is about me, written by me. And this whole stream is about me. Whoa. I'm suddenly transported to a mystical forest, reverently painted in vivid royal violets and highlighted in luminous lichen. Moss gets to make a cheeky little cameo here. Why does Kohi get to quit many times and I don't even get one? Because I'm your boss. RJ, you can't quit. Never. The phosphorescent trees are drenched in every shade of moonlight imaginable, and then some, with a lone log lying fallen across the centre of the grove. Moss? You know, he's at a concert. This is how he gets to be here, in the end. The moss on the trees? Yeah, exactly. As I look around, I feel goosebumps prickle across my skin. For a moment, the rest of the world falls away, and I feel myself fall apart with it. This dream fascinated Oona like none other before. There was no rhyme nor reason to it. If you'd asked them why it was so special, they would not have been able to tell you. Yet there was an undeniable attraction, an instinctive pull felt deep in their spirit. Something about this dream called to the fairy, and the fairy answered that call. It's beautiful. My heart races in a nostalgic burst of excitement as I realise that, for the first time in a long time, I can't wait to see what happens next. However, my attention is soon stolen by the sound of someone clearing their throat behind me. Ahem. Look at the little shake! When Kohi sent this to me while we were making it, she was like, okay, so for how long do you want What did you say? Like the world to shake or something like that. I was like, it literally does. It looks like the whole world is like trembling. Shake, shake, shake. I know. I spin around at the sound. Tremors of the earth! That's the phrase that you used! How long do you want Oona to feel the tremors of the earth? Literally though. That's what it looks like. But dude, it's so cool going from like writing to like narrative design. Because normally I just... That chihuahua circulation, exactly. Because normally I just write the script and then someone else comes up with like all of the visual effects and the sound effects and stuff like that. So then like actually having to think about like, I guess the other parts of the game as well while I was writing was like, it was pretty cool actually. I really enjoyed it. I spin around at the sound of an unfamiliar voice, only to come face to face with the person responsible for conjuring the dream in which I now find myself standing. Excuse me, but who are you? My breath catches in my throat. You can see me? Should I not be able to? I shake my head, my throat tightening as anxiety creeps its way into my chest. You definitely should not be able to see me, and I definitely should not be here, at all. Oh, I'm so stupid. How could I get so caught up in admiring a dream that I didn't notice I was falling into it? Never mind, it's fine. I'll just leave. The human will just think it's a really weird dream, and no one will ever have to know I broke the one taboo of dream watching. Anyway, I should probably... So, how did you get here? We both speak up at the same time, catching me off guard. Pardon? She looks me up and down with appraising eyes, an endearing crease forming between her brows. I mean, you could just be a figment of my imagination, but I don't know, there's something different about you. Really? Well... I feel my face flush as I try desperately to think of a response. I'm just gonna add my own expressions, don't mind me. What do I say to that? Oh, by the way, your dream is more beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the gift. Oh, and to Tiro too. Hello. Thank you so much. For the extra 10 minutes too. I'll spend those 10 minutes wisely, I promise. What do I say to that? Oh, by the way, your dream is more beautiful than any other I've seen in my entire immortal life? There's no way I can say that. It's too embarrassing. Ugh, it's been too long since I spoke to a human. What if I can't remember how to do it? We're wondering what the redundant one was. Lol, forgot it was for top sub. Oh yeah! You get to be top sub! Thank you for reminding me. Being a good mod for real. Number 1 is Bella Stans. Top sub? That's an oxymoron. I mean, I can change it to top bottom if you want. Wait, hold on. Number 1 bottom? Does that work? Should I change it to number 1 bottom? Okay, here we go. Number 1 bottom. I'll be good, I'll be good, I'll get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. I'll behave. Uh-oh, what do you mean uh-oh? Small baby? Not the small baby. Your position. You just gotta give more subs if you want to be formally recognized. Excuse me. I can't. Every time I remember that, that's not what I meant. Anna, you know that wasn't what I meant. He did the little peeper emoji in Anna's stream, and I read it's the little peepee. Raise the timer. Oh my god, please! I'm already streaming for 11 hours. Someone take this spot from me. I don't want it. No, Bellas, I'm sorry. You said Bellas small peepee. You do have proof. The clip. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry this has become canon for you now, Bellas. No, stop. Oh. Oh my god.
Toss a coin
For real.
to the witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh.
RIP Cheer 1 at Bellas Jams.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Not over like the sentimentality of like, you know, my journey that brought me to this day where I get to be a real VTuber. No, it was the jokes about Bella's having a small pee-pee that finally cracked me. I'm just gonna turn the game music down a smidge. Maybe a little more. I got sensitive ears. I do, I cry over pee-pee and subs. Oh, it's been way too long since I read that line. No, I can't think like that. I'll just say the first thing that pops into my head. Yeah, that'll work. That always works. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, here goes nothing. I sort of fell, I guess. Well, that's definitely not how to speak to humans, or anyone for that matter. I mean me for real, though. Literally every time I have to make conversation with someone IRL, it's like, what are words again? How do I speak? This was when Oona fucked up. Pretty much. Wait, Sammy noise didn't work. Did you guys hear it? Or is it just me? Did I not hear it? I gotta close Sammy. Oh, you heard it? I closed Sammy for nothing. Rip. Sorry, Sammy. What the fuck is gummed? Hey, hold on, let me open up Sammy again before people start typing cum and not getting the alert happen. Can you imagine? Cringe. People leave, please. Wait, no, ew, not with the Paris Ogre. I fucking hate the stupid Paris Ogre emote. Dear God. Okay, that time I heard it. Oh my God. Alright, let me minimize that and go back into the game. Ads! Rip. Imagine not being subscribed though, couldn't be me. For an agonizing moment of silence, oh, I've got to click off of the #1 thingy because it's interrupting my vision. Can you imagine someone not getting cum when they say it? I know. Rude. For an agonizing moment of silence, she considers my response. My heart pounds in my chest as I oscillate rapidly between cursing myself and trying to think of anything else. Like, Bellos. Oh, it wasn't Bellos. I'm sorry, Bellos, for falsely. No come on command. Angry face. Dude, I thought that was Bellos. I was about to tell him off for spamming the Paris Ogre while I'm trying to read. But it was Fox. I'm sorry, Bellos, for falsely accusing you. Burnout per adverts detected. Reload is required. No reload. Watch the ads, give me the money, or subscribe and give me the money. Easy. Ban Fox. Needs more training. Wait, who, me? But I don't have to think for long. The oppressive blanket of silence is lifted by the sweet melodic sound of her laughter. With it, I feel the corners of my mouth lift too. I'm starting to realize that perhaps a melancholic visual novel may not have been the vibe that the debut stream would be setting, but it's fine. We'll still get in our feels and be excited. At the same time, we can have all the feelings. The entire spectrum of emotion will be felt at once. Well, for what it's worth, I'm glad that you're here, even if it's simply serendipity. I mean, melancholy, what? There's no melancholy. No tragedy in this story. Anna, thank you so much for the gifted sub! Oona energy is Oona energy, they're like sad giggles. Exactly. Sad giggles and jacking off, that's what people come here for. No ads allowed. Anna, thank you so much. She sits down and reclines in the soft grass as a gentle breeze brushes past us. From soft grass? Oh, jack off. I need to add like a sound to that so that I don't forget, because I can't miss the jacking off. That would just be rude. Thank you for the jack off redeem, Kohi. Let it rip, Helios, destroy the baby shark and its family. Exactly. Someone's got to do it. She sits down and reclines in the soft grass as a gentle breeze brushes past us, carrying with it the tantalizing scent of wild roses and honeysuckle. It's intoxicating, and the longer I stay here, the less I wish to return to that thin space between worlds where I'd whiled away the last however many centuries. Which is exactly why I should leave here. I know this, but... I heave a heavy, resigned sigh. Well, fuck. Titania's gonna have my head for this. I look around, drinking in my surroundings. You know, it's been a long, long time since I last stepped foot in someone's dream. She looks up at me, tilting her head in curiosity. Oh, how do you feel? I suck in a deep breath and raise my arms, feeling the dream weave dancing across my skin. Definitely not inspired by Baldur's Gate. I don't know what you're talking about. The spark of excitement I felt before blooms into a flickering flame, fueled by the invigorating prospect of exploring such uncharted, forbidden territory. Uncharted, not uncharted. I just see chatting on Steam. On stream. Oh, yes, yes. Well, I mean, this game, because I haven't actually published it, it doesn't have a category, so I'm still in just chatting, even though I am technically playing a game. But hello, Princess Emily! How are you? Look, I'm a whole fairy now. Isn't it crazy? And I'm playing a visual novel that I made. Honestly, what a good day. This has got to be... This is pretty peak, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a core memory for me, I think. I'm playing a game that I made in, like, the cutest VTuber model ever. Sorry, Bellis. Cute? Thank you. Junker Queen? Stop. Look, not all Australians are Junker Queen, okay? It's actually very rude of you to assume. But also Junker Queen is very cool, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind being Junker Queen. I should leave. I know this, but... Oh, wait, did I already read that and I just scrolled? For the first time in countless ages, I feel alive. Or am I just... I've read the script so many times. I feel like I've read all the lines already. She offers me a radiant smile and my heart thrums in response. I lower my arms, my focus now entirely on her, and the way her eyes glimmer in the dappled moonlight. RJ, thank you. She gestures to the space beside her, and without hesitation, I take a seat. You know, you never told me your name. There's Junkrat and Roadhog from Overwatch 1, then Junker Queen makes her Overwatch 2 appearance. I do love a little bit of Overwatch, not gonna lie. Oh, right, you can call me Oona. If anything though, I'd say I'm probably more similar to Junkrat. You know, just a little scrunkly. A little weird little gremlin. I feel like that's more my vibe. In that case, make yourself at home, Oona. I'm not sure how or why you're here, but anyone who smells like that is welcome in my dreams. I'm calling it now. This human's gonna be bad for my heart. I settle into the soft grass and face my newfound dream companion. Sniffer? Excuse me? Me and who? Bonk? Why am I being bonked? What did I do? Me and who? I know, right, Anna? Not me projecting. Your turn. Your turn to introduce yourself. Alright, how rude of me. She sits up a little straighter and offers me her hand. People who ruin my life are just my type. Same. Same. You can call me... this bit. We're going full emo. No, I can't. I won't think of her. Not again. Akka. Akka, please, my heart. I don't have a sad face. That is the one expression I don't have right now. So I'm just gonna be like grinning while my heart's breaking. I'm gonna smile while my life falls apart. I know! Didn't she kill it with the facial expression with the little tear on my chest too? Not again. Never again. Never. Oh, come now, Oona. It wasn't all bad, was it? Think back to the beginning, push through the all-consuming haze of regret, relieve yourself of the incapacitating burden of grief, and remember the fun you had. You do remember, don't you? The joy you felt back then? Back then? You're right. It was fun, wasn't it? You're so pretty, thank you. Back then, before it all fell apart. Back then, when all the world still seemed beautiful. Back then, when I was still with her. Didn't Kohi kill it with the visual effects though? I said... my instructions, my stage directions in the script were, can we make like it dark and edgy with maybe like a cracking thing, or is that too much? And Kohi was like, never too much. And we went full emo on it, and it's so good. So, Oona, do you make it a habit of falling into people's dreams? Or am I just lucky? Can't provide good VFX without good directing? Stop. No way. All I said was emo, basically. I blink, my eyes focusing on her face once more. She's looking at me with a smile in her eyes that renders my few remaining sensible thoughts utterly silent. The short answer? No. I deliberately avoid interfering with people's dreams. Did contact the right emo. Alright, but now I'm curious. What's the long answer? With the emo dream team, we'll make all the emo games. Are you sure you want to know? She grins, relaxing onto her side with her chin cupped in her hand. Of course, it's not every day you get to talk to a stranger in your dreams. Besides, it's not like I have anywhere else to be right now. Good point. In that case... I follow her lead and relax back into the grass, looking up at the symphony of colour serenading us from the sky, as I begin to share my story with her. Even now, I'm not certain what it was about her that made me want to open up. I had spent so long observing the lives of others, I'd forgotten the stories of my own. But once I began to share myself with her, the floodgates opened, and outpoured long-forgotten memories in a sea of tales, which I regaled her with over many nights in many dreams. Yet, no matter how much I spoke of myself, she never once seemed bored. Not once did she ask me if I were finished, and not once did she interrupt. I even tried to ask her about her own life, to share her stories with me, but she insisted on asking me more about mine. She told me I inspired her, that since we met, her art career had blossomed. She even called me her muse. And just like that, I relented, as I always did for her. With every question she asked, she delved deeper into my heart, claiming it as my own, as her own. Excuse me. Until one day, when she came to me with a surprise. So, tonight's a special night, and I want to do something for you, but I need your help to do it. She looks down at me from the mossy log she's sitting on. I'm sat on the grass below her, my head resting against her legs as she braids forget-me-nots into my hair. Carefully, so as not to disturb her handiwork, I tilt my face up to look at her. Wait, tonight's a special night? She grins, setting aside my hair to gently boot my nose. I wrinkle it in response, which only serves to further broaden her smile. Yep, tonight marks exactly 1 month of meeting in my dreams, like this. Already? After the first dream, I'd managed to keep my blunder a secret, so when I saw her dreams appear again shortly after, I continued to visit. I knew it was wrong, but the more I saw her and the more I got away with it, the more emboldened I became to make a habit out of our forbidden trysts. Wow, a whole month? That flew by. Well, I'm sure it would for you. I still can't believe you've come to visit little old me every night for 30 nights. Please, you have no idea how much I'd rather be here with you than literally anywhere else in all the worlds. She falls silent at my words and I peek up at her face. Her cheeks are dusted pink and her eyes focused on anywhere but me. I feel a mischievous excitement bubble up inside me. It's a side of myself I thought I'd grown out of, but something about her bashful expression brings it out of me once more. I already thought you were beautiful, but you're even more enchanting with such a rosy glow. I'm not embarrassed. Same, bestie. She interrupts me with a huff, and I reach up to playfully poke her cheek with my finger. Of course, my mistake. The redness in your cheeks must be from the overwhelming warmth in this temperate springtime weather. She swats my hand away and begins gathering a fresh handful of blossoms, still avoiding looking at me all the while. You told me you like spring. I do. It's my favorite season. Just turn around, would you? I can't braid your hair with you looking at me like that. Laughing, I relent, turning away to spare her from my oh-so-embarrassing and adoring gaze. So, what do you need my help with? Oh, right. I need to know what you want. What I want? What do I want? I feel her gentle hands in my hair again, her fingers brushing softly against the pointed tips of my ears as she works her magic on my rose-tinted locks. I also have adoring gaze. Exactly, RJ. That's the mood. Am I one of them? Don't mind me cracking my neck. You guys, one of the things though about having a model now instead of a PNG is that every time I fidget and like crack my neck, you're all gonna see it. I can't hide it anymore. Do you want to be? I mean, I already adore you and I'm gay, so I think I'm already there. Stare? Oh wait, hold on. Jack off has been on for a while. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you guys jack off for too long. Yet, there's no warmth to her touch. The dream weave can only conjure so much sensation after all, and the satisfaction of physical affection is something that can never truly be experienced in the realm of the imagination. Oh, are you okay? Too much jacking, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be more gentle with you next time. No matter how much time we spend here in this space together, I'll never truly know her touch. We've been meeting like this every night for a month, yet I don't even know if her hands are soft or calloused, or how they'd feel intertwined with mine on a midsummer's night. Can you tell I like Shakespeare? What do I want? I want to know more of you. She blinks at me, clearly surprised by my answer. In all honesty, it surprised me too, but as the words tumbled from my lips, I knew them to be true. I may never know her touch, so instead, tell me everything. Everything you have to say it to me. I'll listen for as long as you wish to speak. Or better yet, show me, through this dream of your design, in the space between your world and mine, show me all that you are. Show me your heart. Sorry, not me remembering Kohi. Adding the comment, Alexa, please. Can you feel my heart by Bring Me the Horizon on this line? Because that's all I can think of now every time I read it. I'm like, can you feel my heart? Da, 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 da. Honestly, we should have like played the clip even if it was like not allowed licensing wise. Is this gonna make me cry? I hope so. Is that mean to say? I mean, that's the intent. Hydrate, thank you, Terry. I do need to hydrate. My throat is getting raspy already. And we got 11 hours. I'm halfway there. Good. Sorry, but I cried while writing this. I'm not gonna lie, a few times. Poured my whole heart into it. That's why I'm making jokes. It's to cope. But I'll stop. I'll embrace the sad mood. I'll embrace the sads. I muster the cutest pleading expression I can manage. Please? She hesitates for a moment, indecision wavering in her eyes before sighing in defeat. Alright, if you're sure that's what you want? Of course. Then settle down and I'll get started, I suppose. She was reluctant at first and unsure of where to start. She said she was more comfortable talking about me than her and seemed convinced I wouldn't find her interesting, but she couldn't have been more wrong. After a relentless barrage of questions, she began to open up more freely, and with every word she spoke, I fell deeper under her spell. It took many more nights for her to tell me her stories, and we continued to meet in her dreams while she told them. I'd never been so besotted by another person before, and before long, the agonizing eternity that was every moment without her became too much to bear. So, on one fateful night, I shared the seed of an idea I'd been nurturing for some time, one that would ensure we never had to be apart again. Plucking the petals from a stray blossom, I wander over to our meeting spot. There she lounges, resplendent amidst a sea of columbine blooms. There you are. I thought perhaps you'd finally be bored of me. Never. And come here already. I've been struggling with artist block lately, and I could really use another one of your stories to inspire me. I settle into my place by her side and lay a gentle kiss atop her forehead. I want to oblige, to tell her everything she wants to know, to be her muse, but today I had something else to say. You know, I've been thinking... I've never met anyone like you before. Oh. I'm convinced that what we have between us is special, a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence, one that took me centuries to find. Oona, I know, we said we wouldn't go there, that we wouldn't put a word to the way we feel about each other, because it would be cruel, and we can never truly be together in the same world. Her words have a note of finality to them, leaving no room for discussion. I look into her eyes and see in them an unspoken plea to stop, to not cross this line, to not go any further down this path. I'm sorry, but I have to say this, or I'll forever regret it. I take a deep breath. What if I told you there was a way? At this, her eyes widen, and through her interlaced hands, I feel her pulse quicken. I thought you said it was impossible. I thought it was. Ever since the separation, all the remaining thin places between our two worlds have been heavily guarded to prevent anyone from traveling between them. Not to mention it's expressly forbidden, for all the courts, not just mine. So then, what changed? Were the laws repealed? No, but I may have found a way to make passage to your world, albeit a not-so-legitimate one. She freezes, her eyes scanning mine for any hint of deception. I squeeze her hand to reassure her, but she releases me from her grasp and sits up, pulling her knees towards her chest. I've ruined it, haven't I? I had the most beautiful person in all the worlds within my grasp, but with one misstep I've pushed her away. I want so desperately to reach out across this unbearable divide. I want to brush her hair behind her ear, to hold her close, to feel her in my arms, and be reminded that she is still here, that she hasn't yet faded away. but the tension weighing heavy on her shoulders suggests I should leave her to her contemplation, and so I wait, digging my fingernails into the palms of my hands until they leave red crescents in my skin. Until finally, mercifully, she turns her attention back to me. Hypothetically, if you were to travel to my world, how would you do it? Essentially, a whole lot of magic. Oona. Alright, don't look at me like that. Listen, it's complicated, but thanks to a certain someone I met recently, I may have been a little curious about ways to travel to the human world, so I paid a little visit to my local library. Your local... You know what? Never mind, go on. And in said library, I found some very old, very classified documents about the separation, including a list of all the thin places that were recorded as points of interest to monitor once all the fairies were escorted to the other world. She tilts her head to the side quizzically. You've used that word before, thin, but what exactly is a thin place? Oh, it's a place between places. Technically, a doorway is a thin place, or any kind of threshold, really. But in this case, it means a place where the veil separating the worlds is literally thin, so it's easier to travel between them. Huh, and your local library has records of these, even though they're forbidden? Don't worry about it. That's right, and while I was examining these records, the classified ones? Yup. Oona, you know how suspicious this sounds, right? What? I have no idea what you mean. You're telling me more later, but for now, focus on the documents you definitely weren't meant to be reading, and try not to tell me anything that'll get me in trouble with a certain powerful fairy queen. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Oh no, sweetie, we're well past that point. I had a horrible feeling that was the case. Would you like me to stop? No, never. The intensity of her gaze almost makes me lose my train of thought, and I'm forced to avert my eyes before I forget what I was saying altogether. Anyway, the point is, I realized there was a thin place I knew about that was missing from the list, so I went to investigate, and sure enough, it was completely unguarded. Her jaw drops. So, there's a way for you to travel to the human world without getting caught? You're not going to ask me how I knew about it? Considering the stories you told me about sneaking into Merlin's tower to borrow his rare mushroom concoctions when you were bored one day, I'm only surprised it took you this long to figure out how to get to my world unnoticed. Aha, I probably shouldn't have told you that one. It is safe, right? This passage to the human world, to my world? You're definitely not going to cause any more historical events, like that time you convinced Lancelot to confess his feelings to Guinevere because you thought they'd make a cute couple. Sometimes I wish you were a worse listener. You played Celestial Crown's demo? And the dude has purple hair? Fuck yeah. I need to play that, actually. I haven't played it yet. I mean, I got 11 hours. Maybe I will. She laughs, but I sweat a little as I remember that Merlin was the one to teach me dream magic in the first place, and he could be listening in at any time. Don't worry about it, Merlin. Don't worry. Don't listen. I'm sure it's fine. I'll have to visit him if I go through this anyway. I'll just see if he seems mad at me, and if so, offer a blanket apology for any and every trouble I've caused him over the years. On second thought, that would take way too long. By the time I finished apologizing, should be long... Oh. That uncomfortable feeling creeps up again. The anxiety that gnaws at the back of my mind whenever I find myself blissfully passing the hours with her. No matter how happy, no matter how idyllic our time together is, it'll be over far too soon. I don't have time to reminisce, not if I want to make the most of this. No, that's not it. I have all the time in the world, but not her. Listen, it won't be easy, even with my super secret sneaky way of getting across. And I wasn't kidding about the whole on a magic part. I'll need help from an old friend, and... I hesitate to say the next part. I don't want to scare her, but I know I need to warn her before she agrees to anything. And if I do go through with this, it'll change me. Excuse me, just gonna hydrate myself. In what way? The journey will use up a lot of my power. By the time I make it across, I'll be a far more mundane version of myself. So even if I manage to go unnoticed, I won't have the magical energy I need to return, at least not until it regenerates. She bites her lip. This news in particular seems to unnerve her. How long would it take to regenerate? I'm not sure. I haven't exactly done this before, but most likely a while. Oona, that's not very specific. I know, but I don't want to tell you it might take centuries, if it ever fully regenerates at all. But honestly, I think this would be good for me, you know? Life in the other world has been getting pretty stale lately, and I've always been fascinated by the human world. Being fascinated by it and living in it are two different things. I know, I did used to live there, before I was rudely evicted anyway. Sure, but that was a long time ago. It's changed a lot since then. I know that. I've seen all the shifts and changes of history through people's dreams, remember? But as you pointed out, dreams aren't reality. It's not the same. Exactly. You don't think I'm dying to experience it for myself? I realize I've raised my voice when I hear it echo through the trees. I can hear my own frustration, my own desperation, and suddenly everything clicks into place. Ah, that's why I've been restless. Sounds like it. There's a brief moment of silence as we look at each other before we both burst into laughter. How long have you been wallowing in boredom and agitation? Oh god, don't remind me. And it turns out you just really missed humans? That's definitely not it. I just miss, the world we live in, the lives we lead, the things we make. Should I go on? Ugh, no thank you. I'm still not admitting it though. Not yet, but I'll make you say it one day. Maybe even to my face, in my very human home, in my very human world. I scrunch my face up at her, but in my heart, I know I'd love that more than anything. Well, maybe not anything. I can think of a few other things I'd like to do with her in the human world too. But that can wait, because first, I need to convince her that traveling there is a good idea in the first place. I will admit something else though. You were right. Don't worry about it. You were right about the human world being a very different place from when I was last there. I'll need some help getting adjusted, settling in, learning the ways of the world. Ah, if only there was a human who you knew who'd be willing to show you the ropes. I offer her a withering look and she grins in response. However, her grin quickly falters. It's not that I don't want to see you, it's just that I'm worried about the consequences. Losing your magic, it won't make you sick or anything, right? Nah, I won't be able to use magic that much, but from what I've seen in people's dreams, humans have made all sorts of advancements without magic. That's true. So, what do you say? Do you think you have room in your home for a stray fairy looking for a beautiful, intelligent, creative human to teach them the ways of humanity? I don't know about the ways of humanity, but I can at least teach you how to use a toaster. What is a toaster? Oh, is that new slang for those tongs you use to toast bread in the fire? Maybe this is beyond me after all. Don't give up now, I can learn. Okay, promise to be a good student and I promise to teach you everything I know. I solemnly swear to listen to everything you have to say. And learn from it, right? I make no such guarantee. I thought as much. She looks at me with a smile in her eyes, reaching over to cradle my face in her hands. I lean into her caress, longing for more, to actually feel her skin on mine, to feel her warmth. And as I look into her eyes, I know she's feeling the same yearning in return. Let's do it. Pardon? Let's meet, in my world. You're not joking, right? Not at all, I'm completely serious. We may not have known each other for long, but truth be told, I haven't met anyone quite like you either. You're my muse, Oona, and my life has only gotten better since we met. I've never been so inspired. I can't wait to see the art I make when you're here with me, by my side, in the clear light of day too, not just my hazy, fragmented memories of surreal dreams. Assuming you still have that effect on me without your magic, that is. Oh, of course, I wouldn't be a different person, after all, just a little less magical. She frowns, and I reply hastily in an attempt to assuage her concerns. But my magic will come back, and I'll still have my stories. I don't believe her. What do you mean? She's totally so trustworthy. Her shoulders relax, her frown replaced by the easy smile I'd come to adore. Promise? Promise. Our eyes meet mine with magnetic intensity, and before I know it, our foreheads are pressed together, our lips so close I can almost imagine how they might taste. But before I can get carried away, she pulls back, raking her hand through her hair. She turns away, but even from this distance, I can see the smouldering embers that linger in her eyes. You know, we could... No, not here. Not now. Right. Especially now that I know we can be together in person. But once we do meet, then I'll kiss you. Promise? Promise. The air shifts as the dream weave around us begins to unravel. She's fading fast, and my heart already aches in anticipation of her next night's sleep. Looks like it's time to wake up. Her smile turns wistful as she reaches out a hand to caress my face once more, only for it to fade into the space between us. Looks like it. I miss you already. I miss you. But before I can finish my sentence, the dream evaporates around me, and I'm left alone amidst the pools of countless strangers, all of their dreams lackluster after hers. Excuse me. Well, time to make some magic. Hopefully Merlin isn't still upset about those mushrooms. Spoiler alert. Actually, no, I won't say it. Merlin was still upset about the mushrooms. There we go. I was like, spoiler alert, but no, actually the next line's about to say it. But when his old friend came to him with a fire in their eyes he'd long since thought extinguished, well, the hopeless romantic in him simply couldn't refuse. Besides, it was a chance to practice incredibly powerful, forbidden magic. He wasn't about to turn down such a thrilling opportunity. Naturally, with the great Merlin's invaluable assistance, they were able to transport the smitten fairy to the world of humans. However, the journey proved costly. Oona's magical abilities were significantly reduced, so much so that by the time they made the crossing, they were almost human. Barring their fey appearance, of course. I still got my wings. But this mattered not to the love-struck fairy who had traversed the space between worlds to be united with the human who had finally captured their heart. And so the lovers met on a midsummer's day at their usual meeting place, only this time it was real. The very grove, in fact, that had inspired that fateful dream many moons ago. Don't do it to me. I don't know what you mean. It's fine, everything's fine. Look, I made it. I made it to the human world. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so neat? What could possibly go wrong? Excuse me. The tremors of the earth again. I whip around at the sound of her familiar voice, only to come face to face with the person responsible for the situation in which I now find myself standing. I made it. I really made it. Oh my god, it's really you. Oona. All the things I'd wished to say evaporate from my mind the moment I see her. The sun, the real sun, shines down on her like a spotlight from the heavens, but no matter how blinding she is in all her radiant beauty, I can't bring myself to look away. She steps closer, hesitation wavering in her eyes, but I soon close the distance by leaping into her arms. I'm just adding some extra animation for you, a little leap into her arms. That's how it happened. That's exactly what it looked like. This time I can feel her warmth. I can even feel her breath tickle my neck as she envelops me in a hug I'd been needing for a long, long time. I can smell her perfume too, a bouquet of fruity and floral notes that I can't quite make out in my excitement, although I'm certain there's a hint of pomegranate. Oona, it's really you. Yup, it's really me. I'm right here, with you. For real this time. We stay like that for a while, enjoying our long-awaited embrace, before she pulls back just enough to hold my face in her hands, the way she had so many times before in her dreams. A smirk tugs at her lips, sending a chorus of butterflies fluttering in my chest. You know, I believe I have a promise to fulfill. I believe you do too. I close my eyes, and I'm delighted to feel every rough callus on her hands as she trails them down my jaw, my neck, my collarbone, all the way to the small of my back, where she snakes her arms around my waist and pulls me close. Finally. A head pat! Oh my god, I'm too high up. I'm too high up for the head pats. Oh, I just got snuck in a little head pat at the end. Meg! No fucking way, hello. Oh my god, it's so early. Oh wait, shit, no it's not. It's nearly 8 AM. What the fuck? When did that happen? Meg! Hi! Look, I'm a real fairy now. And I'm playing a visual novel that I made. About me. Specifically for this debut. Isn't that so cool? Like, considering, like, all the shit that's happened this year. Like, how far I've come. Look at me go! It's a good one. Anna, please. Currently, so all that's happened so far in the visual novel is introduced myself as a fairy who can travel through dreams. I'm glad I didn't read the whole script and only saw the first scene. Really? I'm glad you're enjoying it. And then I fell in love with a human that I met through her dreams and traveled to the human world to be with her, and I just arrived. Let me move myself over so I'm not blocking the lines. The insurmountable distance between us disappears in the soft curves of her lips as she presses them to mine. Did I click the wrong thing? Oh, I'm confused by all the tabs. What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing could go wrong. I'd never write a tragedy, Anna. That's not like me at all. All I feel like writing right now is really sweet, wholesome, happy romances. I really am a fool. For all those years, I truly thought myself content to merely observe the lives of others. But nothing compares to this. How does it's fine, don't worry about it. Wholesome, sweet, happy romance, exactly! That's the vibe. Gotta go. Wait, I'm kidding, it's really tragic and awful. Stay. At last we break apart and catch our breath. I can't tell if I'm dizzy from my interdimensional journey or her kiss, but I'm almost certain it's the latter. She steps back and offers me her hand. Shall we? Without hesitation, I interlace my fingers with hers. Where are we going? I ask, but her answer doesn't matter. Wherever she wishes to lead me, I'll follow. Even so, her answer warms my heart more than I ever thought possible. Home, Oona. We're going home. I'm like a stray puppy. I just realized when I read that. It's like, home? I have a home? Wow. Let me take a sip of water before I read the narration, because those lines are always lengthy. Woof woof. Exactly. Alrighty. Finally united in their newfound love. Hold on, I'm just gonna move me again. I feel like I can't get myself... Oh, I was sitting on the name. That's right, that's how I remember. About to get stabbed in the heart? Never. I would never. Finally united in their newfound love, they found the true meaning of bliss. For several months they lived together, enjoying everything they could never have dreamed of. They shared tales of their old memories at night and made new ones together by day. They relished in each other's warmth, in all the sensations they'd missed. Openly and adoringly, they defied the one rule that had been placed upon them, convinced they could overcome the tragic fate that loomed ever larger in the distance. Two lovers from two different worlds, as blissful in their love as in their ignorance. For the rosy shores of romance are inevitably eroded by the tides of time. And once their honeymoon glow paled in the harsh light of reality, the temperamental foundation of their love began to crumble. Over time, Oona's lack of understanding of human customs and technology became less and less endearing to the overworked, struggling artist, who no longer had the patience to teach the fairy as promised. The burden of real responsibilities put strain on the fragile, idealistic fantasies of the lives they'd planned together at the start. And to make matters worse, Oona's stories no longer seemed to provide the same inspiration they once had. Without these stories and the art they inspired, there was nothing left to bind them. Nothing, that is, but stress, resentment, and the resulting conflict that transpired. One by one, these burdens piled atop each other until, one day, it was too much for their faltering love to bear. The giant font? Wait, what giant font? Which giant? Is the font too big? Bad with tech confirmed. Oh, you mean with being bad with technology? Yeah, I wrote in all caps all the time. Yeah, that's what I did. That's why she was so pissed at me. She was like, I just can't take this anymore. You keep writing in caps lock. I've showed you where that button is so many times, Oona. Come on. Stop yelling at me in emails. Who even uses emails anymore? No, forever alone. I don't know what you mean. It's definitely not about to get tragic. This track is literally called Piano Melancholy. Piano_melancholy. Oh, excuse me, Piano_melancholy 2. Oona, we need to talk. Just 5 words, yet they're enough to make my heart lurch in my chest. I shouldn't be surprised, not really. True love doesn't exist, confirmed. Thanks, Oona. You're welcome for the clarification. Listen, I don't believe in it either, so I can't write about it. Oh. And this is making my heart hurt. If it's any consolation, this is painful for me to read to and to write. I'd had a feeling this conversation was coming for a little while now, but hearing her say those words out loud brought my creeping anxieties to fruition, and I hated the way they sounded coming from her lips. I was having a good day. Sorry. She pats the space next to her on the likeness log. The air hangs heavy in the silence as I take a deep breath and sit beside her, just as I had countless times before, yet this time we both knew it was different. And now I'm gonna go block a man? Good. In that case, mission accomplished. You're welcome. I must keep believing it does exist. I'm sorry, Nelly. No, I'm kidding. Look, listen, maybe for other people it exists, just not for me. It's not for me, okay? I don't know how to say this. I've thought it over 1,000 times, but I still can't find the right words. Or me. It's okay, we're the Broken Hearts Club. This game is literally called, by the way, I didn't say it at the beginning, but the game is called Oona the Heartbroken. Me too, Terry. No, it's okay. I believe in it for you. It's okay. Take your time. So that I have a chance to steel myself for what's about to come to. I just feel awful, in all honesty. With every word, the pit of dread in my stomach grows. I want to interrupt, to stop this conversation from going where I think it's going. But when I look into her eyes and see how hard it is for her to say what she needs to say, I don't have it in my heart to make it any more difficult. Oona, you're incredible. I'm so grateful we met, and I truly appreciate the time we spent together. But it's not the same anymore. You can feel it too, right? I can. For the past month, she'd been distant. Every time I asked her to spend time with me, she had a different excuse. She was busy with art, she had plans with other people, she couldn't introduce me to her friends because she hadn't yet thought of a cover story for how we met. And that's only when she deigned to give me an excuse at all. There were times here, in the human world, in her home, where I felt more invisible than I had before when I was a mere spectator of the lives of others. Things are definitely different, but that was to be expected. After all, we're not meeting in dreams anymore. We're finally in the same world, together. I look up at her, my eyes pleading with the words I couldn't bear to voice. Please, don't do this. Please don't give up. Not on this. Not on us. Please, don't leave me. She turns away from me, averting her gaze with a pained expression on her face. It's real no treatment. I'm trying not to laugh. Your reaction is making me so happy because I'm like, yes, I did it. I made it sad. Bella's dancing. I know, we're all just like crying and Bella's is just like doing a little jig. It's a happy dance to try and cheer us up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hate to say this after you came all this way.
Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley.
Thank you for the biddies. Oh, you're literally cheering us up. Aww. Oh, with the sad face
Bible
though.
Thump 1.
Bible Thump 1 indeed. Even though I know you didn't do it for me, I did. Since you said you wanted to leave the other world anyway, and that this would be a good opportunity for you, regardless of your feelings for me. It was always for you. I never would have left had you not inspired me to go. But it's just not how I pictured it would be when I imagined us together. Of course it's not, because those were just dreams born from our most romanticized imaginations. They weren't real. This is real, and it hurts. Listen, I know it's been a bit difficult lately, with how stressful work has been, but surely we can think of something. Oona, I can get a job. I'll help in whatever way I can. I even learned how to use the internet. I set up my own profile and... Oona. The note of resolution in her voice cuts me off. There's a sense of finality to it, and I realize this isn't a discussion. Jerk lady. That's what I should have named her. She's made up her mind, and the only thing left for me to do is respect her choice. No matter how much it hurts to see her go. She stands up from the log and turns her back to me. And all I'm going to say is that there were some real life events that inspired some of these scenes. I'm sorry, truly, but this just isn't what I want anymore. Oh, that's how the story should have ended. I'll add that choice in for a future update. This? No, you mean me. I'm not what you want anymore. Because you never loved me, only the dreams I gave you. I can't be here for you right now. I'm just too overwhelmed with everything that's going on. I don't have the energy left to give, and that's not fair to you. You deserve better than this imperfect version of me. You deserve someone who can properly appreciate and care for you. But that person isn't me. Goodbye, Oona. I hold back the tears long enough to choke out a response. Goodbye, and thank you for everything. Truly. I want to say more. I want to tell her that, even if it was short-lived, the time we spent together was magical. I want to tell her that the memories we made are ones I'll treasure forever, and that no matter how it ended, no matter that it ended at all, I'm still a better person for having met her. But the tears that threaten to spill at any moment choke the words in my throat, so instead, I silently watch as she walks away, until I can no longer see her. And only then, once she's gone for good, do I finally let myself fall apart. I sink to the ground with my head in my hands, finally letting the hot tears that had been stinging my eyes flow freely. He hugged for chat. Oh, she never loved me. She only loved the dreams I gave her. Hit pretty hard. Thank you. That's actually the first line that I wrote for the script. My heart. Who knew it could hurt like this? I can hear the gentle sound of teardrops hitting my lap, but there's nothing gentle about the tempestuous storm of emotions raging in my chest. Hey, I know you gave up everything, can't go back to your well, but later. So anyway, anyone got time to help me bury a body for no related reason? Oh, guy. I mean, listen, like I said, future update, we'll add it in. I loved her. With all that I had, I loved her. I loved her, I loved her, I loved her, I loved her. And... It's less heart eyes at the moment though, isn't it? It's just kind of, just kind of this face at the moment. Just like devastation. She really said that for real, imagine. Like I said, inspired by real people. That's all I'm saying. I wasn't enough. A chill wind rushes past me, strong enough for the branches of a nearby willow tree to creak and groan. But even that melancholic cacophony, I can't even read my own sentences. Getting too flowery with that language, Oona. Imagine being a dick like that IRL. I know. Isn't enough to drown out my own sorrowful moans. How could she? How could she just decide that for me, for us, without even trying to make it work? After I risked everything to come here, to be with her. I'm so angry, so furious. Oh, but not at her. No, it's not her fault. She couldn't have known what would happen. But I should have. I should have known better. I'm a fool. For an ageless being with near limitless power, there was but one rule. Never involve yourself with the lives of mortals. For if you do, the fate that awaits you will be cruel. A little happy dance to cheer everyone up. It's fine. It's because I didn't know how to use the internet. I don't understand modern customs. I really clicked on that hot single women in your area. Want to meet up. So now is the VTuber Oona like the one who lives in the human world that's recovering? Indeedy. Well, where's my cursor gone? I've lost where I've got my mouse. There we go. Never. Never again. Never again shall I be such a fool. Never again shall I give my heart to another. Never again shall I fall in love. Oh, there's the flashy. Sorry, I forgot to give a warning. Never again. Dream clickbait. Kohi, wow, who made that cursor? Was that in Paint? I believe so. I believe a very talented person told me they made it in Paint, which is even more impressive. And the little moon at the end of the sentences. So cute. Well, look at that bedroom. Doesn't that look familiar? In the quiet of the night, all that can be heard is the faint clicking of buttons and the whimsical melody of an otome game. It's during these witching hours that Oona finds themselves enthralled by the fictional romance of the main character and their chosen love interest. Full circle? I know. As per usual, Oona has opted to pursue an enigmatic man with silver hair and a penchant for knives, extraction of information, and cages? That can't be right. In any case, it would appear that questionable tastes attract questionable tastes, and Oona is now nearing the end of their quest for love. But only in fiction, of course. Not the cage, always the cage. Come on, smooch the boy MC, you can do it, I believe in you. I know he's a little bit toxic or possessive or whatever, but only because he loves you so much. You can totally fix him. Besides, think of everything you went through together. The kidnapping, his fault. The rescue, from his own kidnapping. The second kidnapping, also his fault. Ugh, you guys are so perfect together. Just kiss already. Me, IRL, I can fix him. Anna, please. I was calling myself out too. Wait, what? The game fades to black before two words appear on screen. Two words that are, perhaps, the most devastating words an otome gamer can ever read. Tragic end. She died? There's no way MC just got hit by a car like that. There's no way. Fix him, I want him broken. God, Kogi's like next level. Oh, I don't even know what like the word is for people like us who like the broken love interests. Yandere lovers, I guess. Right as they're about to confess their love for each other too. Ugh, looks like my love life is doomed to meet a tragic end, both IRL and in-game. Just hit him with the hammer to fix him. Alright, noted. I'll try that next time. Hit them with the hammer, got it. I must be cursed or something. How else would I get a tragic ending every time? Not that it matters anyway. I'm done with love. For good. Never falling in love again. Excuse me? Introverted soup, excuse me? Did you just fully fund the maid outfit? Are you fucking kidding me? Did you just... Thank you? Holy shit! The maid outfit collab that we first came up with back in February, before I went on hiatus. It can finally happen! Holy shit. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is because actually... So I wasn't allowed to edit it after I put the listing up on Throne. And I did find one that was a bit cheaper. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the cheaper one, and then I'll use the leftover money to maybe commission some maid accessories, maybe? For my model? If I can make it work. But either way, there will be a maid stream of some capacity. It may end up being an IRL stream with the outfit, or it may end up being some cheeky maid stuff for my model, but we'll see. Either way, maid stream coming up. Hell yeah, that's so exciting! Ah! Now I've got to start planning the next event. Crazy. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. You're supposed to get a maid outfit too from Subathon, but never did? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Maid collab? I mean, I've got to see if Sarah and Nikki are still interested in doing it. Match made in heaven. Fox. What did I say? Only I'm allowed to make puns? No puns, please. Bannable offense. Hell yeah. Introverted, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I'm so excited. My maid dreams will finally come true. Then you just forgot. I mean, fair. I did not say I love puns. I said I don't like puns. I was showering, so I missed the pun disclaimer. A likely story. How dare you miss even a second of my stream, Fox? How could you? You'll truly be a maid... Nully. Fan? You won't be maidenless anymore? Okay, see, that pun is allowed because that gives me hope. But maybe I'll get a cute girlfriend. What? No, never love. Never love again. Never falling in love. The words tragic end fade away and are instead replaced with 2 new words. Try again? Is there really any point if I keep ending up heartbroken every time? I should stop now, never make another attempt, and save myself the heartache. I think she might be made... I'm never falling in love again, real? I know, right? Like, when I say it's inspired by real life stuff, I'm not just talking about my own love life. I know so many people who are going through, like, similar things at the moment that I had to turn it into a story. What if we were just maidenless together? Aww. Okay. That sounds like a plan. Love Kring. Love is dead. Exactly. Unless... if I try again, I'm bound to get a happy ending eventually, right? Right? The words try again continue to flash on the screen, along with 2 choices, yes or no. Why fall in love when you can fall in love with the streamer? Donate bits, surely that'll replace. Bellis, where are my bits then, huh? Huh? I can't live without my virtual waifus. That's the best kind of waifu, really. Fill the void in my cold dead heart. Also, look, Anna, I did manage to put a choice in the end. I thought I wasn't going to be able to, but there's a real choice here, guys. Which one should we pick? Or should we do a poll? Should we do a proper poll? I donated them to Iron Mouse. What the fuck, Bellos? You watch other VTubers? I'm a VTuber now. You can't watch any others. Or are they peepers? Bellos can't be top donator and #1 bottom. Yes, it can. That's because if you're donating, then that makes you a bottom, I think. I'm particularly fond of my real wife that buys me waifus. I mean, that's the dream. You are living the dream. How do I do a poll again? It's been a hot minute. Poll. Hang in there. Noted. Option. Wait, what the fuck? That's not the button I meant to press. New poll. I think if I had a wife, my life would be 10 times better. Oh, someone did it? Ah. Alt F poll. Thank you. Listen, the internet is a fairly new concept to me. I'm a very old fairy. I don't understand how any of this works. Done, Foxy, thank you so much. I forgive you for the pun. You are best mode. You can have a little head pat. Oh, I don't have a head pat emote yet. One day. Decision time. Are we trying again in a quest for love? Or are we not trying again? Are we saying no to love? Never ever again. You head pat yourself, thank you. Oh, I forgot I had that one enabled. Yes, RJ has a head pat one. I'm so jealous. I mean, maybe. There was a subathon goal. Oh, fuck me. Hold on, I'm trying to duck down for the... Thank you for patting the boober. You know what? We'll just say I've lost my VTube Studio tab, so thank you for patting boober. The boober appreciated. Lily raiding again? What the fuck? How many times? Did my raid alert not work? Excuse me? I am sorry that there is not a raid alert, but what? Did you... Thumbing the waist. Did you stream again and raid again? Lily? Excuse me? Hello? You're back? You were still alive? Did you forget to end stream? Oh my god, thank you, Lily. You watched me live. Amazing. Oh my god, Lily, thank you for the second raid. You didn't know you were streaming. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And thank you for the shout out for Lily as well. Oh, you knew you were streaming? You knew? Oh, you knew when you watched me live? Oh, you were playing Minecraft. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you so much for the... How was Minecraft? Did it go well? We're trying to decide whether or not we try to fall in love again. We've reached the end of the in-game game. And we got the tragic ending, naturally. As is always the case. I don't know how, but I get tragic endings every time. Who voted yes? I can't even look at the poll properly because my OBS keeps asking me if I want to open guest star and invite Lily to be a guest. I saw your debut and kept playing because I was, oh, okay, I see. Oh, thank you, Lily. I appreciate it so much. Who didn't vote no? I know, imagine. Stella? Hello, Stella. Thank you for the sub. I got tragic ending for some reason. Plot twist, there's only the tragic ending. The only ending you need, really.
Hey yo Oona. Happy debut day, Oanate heart, Oanate hug.
Thank you, Stealthy. It is debut day. Yes, one. We are trying again? Are you guys sure? After all of that. Seems like there are a lot more optimists in the chat than I was expecting. 69% nice. Perfect. Of course it was 69%. 69% of people are voting to try for love again, if you know what I'm saying. More chance for more pain. You know what, Terry? I like the way you think. I like that. Alright. Oh, no, I'm clicking on OBS, not the actual game. Here we go. Yes, we'll try again. I really am a fool. Going to Bellows. But maybe this time it'll be different. Yeah, this time's the lucky one. I can feel it. I'm gonna get that man to love me. I mean, and see if it's the last thing I do. Technically, you're a fairy. You try again, but nobody says how many decades until you start again. True. I could be like, you know what? I'll try again in like 100 years. I couldn't vote because Twitch Mobile is broken, but I hoped for one. Oh, Nully. It's okay. You got what you wanted. And just like that, with the click of a button, a choice is made. The tragic ending is cleared, and 5 new words appear on the screen. Chapter 1. A new beginning. And that's the end of the whole game that I made. I mean, there's also the no choice, but you guys picked yes. You don't get to see the no ending. Wait, that's kind of cute. Thank you. I am very cute. Wait. Oh, hold on. I am in fact very cute. You wanna be less maidenless? Huh? Huh? That's how I pick up girls. I just put on the glasses of Riz. Clap. Thank you. It's so cute. I'm glad you liked it. Twitch Mobile just blocked you, so there's a 69% vote. Exactly. Twitch Mobile knew what I wanted. The new beginning, kind of full circle. Thank you. I put a lot of thought into the structure of the story, and like, there are a few lines that like reflect previous lines. Like when you first arrive in the human world, I say, like the line that I say about like, I come face to face with the person responsible for the situation I'm in is like a direct copy of the first line in the dream when we meet each other for the first time. Where it says, I find myself face to face with the person responsible for conjuring the dream in which I now find myself standing. So there's a few like little nods back to things. You love it? Oh, thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here and watching it with me. I'm glad we have a cage here and everything. I know, right? What else do you need? I love that, even if it hurt a little. Anna, thank you. Not bad for 2 weeks, hey? It was a great story. Oh, Terry, thank you. Loki needed that. Honestly, same. Writing this was so cathartic. Was totally narcissist, right? I mean, listen. So I was talking to Kohi about this while I was editing the last 2 scenes, because I was like, I need to like add a little more oomph to the breakup scene and like make it clear why they're breaking up. And I was like, I need it to be obvious that like they're a little narcissist. Maybe there's a little bit of narcissism going on there. And then I was like, says me, literally sitting here writing a visual novel about me as the protagonist. This is just narcissism the game for both of us. A collar, I suppose. You know what? You're right. That would improve a cage. I mean, it's different. To be fair, the debut is my day, you know? It's meant to be about me. Like, who else was I going to write about? I didn't even give her a face or a name, though. I was like, she doesn't matter. This is my story. My story. No one else gets a sprite. Not that I ran out of time and couldn't afford it or anything. It's because no one else matters except me. You're taking control of your situation that was made shitty by achievement. I know. You can't tell because my model doesn't know how to not smile yet, but thank you. I'm doing my best. But wasn't it cute? Let me go back to the... Where did I put VTube Studio? We're gonna hang out for a second before I start playing College Craze with RJ. Maybe, if RJ's still around. Inspiring, we love it. Amazing. I haven't uploaded it to itch yet, but I probably will. I mean, I don't see why not, you know. I'm gonna close. Because we're not in the dream pools anymore, guys. We're not in the land of dreams.